Dandava pranams, good morning to everyone. We are going to continue the reading of Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta. We are in Madhya-līlā, chapter 12, the cleansing of the Guṇḍicā temple. Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki Jai, Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai, Srila S.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai. So we ended in the 200, text 200. Dayanidhi Prabhu was reading very nicely yesterday, yes. Right? So text 200, we're going to go on from here. Tave parive saka swarupadi satayana grihera vitare kaila prasada bojana. The 7 persons headed by Swarup Damodar who were engaged in distributing prasadam to others then took their meals within the room. Prabhura avhasesha govinda rakila dariya seyana haridase kichudila lanya. Govinda saved some remnants of food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and kept them carefully. Later, one portion of these remnants was delivered to Haridas Thakur. Bhakta Gana Govinda Pasa Kichumaginila Sei Prasadana Govinda Apani Paila. The remnants of food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were later distributed among devotees who begged for them. And finally, Govinda personally took the last remnants. So who was Govinda? Anyone?
The servant of Sri Chaitanya
Mahaprabhu's servant. Svantantra Ishvara Prabhu Korenana Kela Doyapakala Namakaila Ei Eka Lila. The fully independent Supreme Personality of Godhead performed various types of pastimes. The pastime of washing and cleansing of Guṇḍicā temple is but one of them. Aradine Jaganatera Netrotsavanama Mahotsava Haila Bhaktera Prana Samana. The next day marked the performance of the festival of Netrotsava. This great festival was the life and soul of the devotees. Purport. After the bathing ceremony of Lord Jagannath, during the fortnight before the Ratrayatra ceremony, the body of Lord Jagannath, having been washed, needs repainting. This is known as Anga Raga. The Netrotsava festival performed gorgeously in the early morning of the Nana Yauvana day constitute the life and soul of the devotees. Paksadina duki loka prabhura adarsane darsana kariya loka sukha pailamane. Everyone was unhappy for a fortnight because they could not see the deity of Lord Jagannath. Upon seeing the Lord at the festival, the devotees were very happy. So this is happening before the Ratrayatra, right? That the Lord is wash and bathe, and then repainted. And for 2 weeks, for a fortnight, 2 weeks, the Lord is, no one can see the Lord, take darshan. Mahaprabhu Sukelanya Sabhavakta Gana Jagannatha Darsane Karila Gamana. On this occasion, greatly happy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took all the devotees with him and visited the Lord in the temple. Age Kasishvara Jaya Loka Nivariya Pache Govinda Yala Karanga Lanya. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to visit the temple, Kasishvara walked in front, checking the crowds of people, and Govinda walked in the rear, bringing the sannyasis pitchers filled with water. Purport. The Karanga is a kind of water pot especially carried by Mayavadi sannyasis, and generally carried by all other sannyasis. Prabhura age puri bharati dunhara gamana swarupa advaita dunhera duijana. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went towards the temple, Paramananda Puri and Brahmananda Bharati walked in front of him, and at his two sides walked Swarup Damodar and Advaita Acharya. Pache pache choli yaya arabhakta gana ukantate gela sava jaganata bhavana. With great anxiety, all the other devotees followed them into the temple of Lord Jagannath. Pache pache is following. Pache pache. Darsana lobete kori marjada langana boga mandape yanya kore sri mukha darsana. Out of great eagerness to see the Lord, they all neglected the regulative principles, and just to see the Lord's face, went to the place where the food was offered. Purport: there are many regulative principles of deity worship. For example, one is not allowed to enter the room where food is offered to Lord Jagannath. However, in this case, being very anxious because of not having seen the Lord for 15 days, all the people overruled the regulative principles and entered the room. Trisarta Prabhura Netra Brahmara Yugala Gadha Trishnaya Piye Krishnera Vadana Kamala. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very thirsty to see the Lord, and his eye became like two bumblebees drinking the honey from the lotus-like eyes of Lord Jagannath, who is Krishna himself. Prafula Kamala Jini Nayana Yugala Nilamani Darpana Kanti Ganda Jalamala. The eyes of Lord Jagannath conquered the beauty of blossoming lotus flowers, and his neck was as lustrous as a mirror made of sapphires. Prafula Kamala means blossoming lotus flower. Purport: Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu usually saw Lord Jagannath from a distance, standing behind the column of Garuda. However, upon not seeing Lord Jagannath for 15 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt great separation from him. In great anxiety, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu crossed the meeting hall and entered the room where food was offered, just to see the face of Lord Jagannath. In verse 210, this action is called Marjada Langana, a violation of the regulative principles. This indicates that one should not come very near a superior. The deity of the Lord and the spiritual master should be seen from a distant place. This is called marjada. Otherwise, as is said, familiarity breeds contempt. Sometimes coming too near the deity of the spiritual master degrades the neophyte devotee. Personal servants of the deity and the spiritual master should therefore always be very careful, for negligence may overcome them in their duty. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's eyes have been compared to thirsty bumblebees, and Sri Jagannath's eyes has been compared to blossoming lotus flowers. The author has made these comparisons in order to describe Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu while the Lord was deeply absorbed in ecstatic love for Lord Jagannath. Bandulira Phularjini Adara Suranga Isatha Sita Kanti Amrita Taranga. The chin of the Lord, tinged with buff color, conquered the beauty of the banduli flower. This increased the beauty of his smiling, which was like lustrous waves of nectar. Srimukha Sundara Kanti Badhek Sane Sane Koti Bhakta Netra Bringa Kore Madhupane. The luster of his beautiful face increased at every moment, and the eyes of hundreds of thousands of devotees drank its honey like bumblebees. mukha, his face. Ksane ksane, at every moment. Yatapi yatata trishna badhe nirantara, mukambuya chodi netra nayaya antara. As their eyes began to drink the nectarian honey of his lotus face, their thirst increased. Thus their eyes did not leave him. Purport. In the Navadvipa-bhava-taranga, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī has described the beauty of the Lord in this way. The beauty of the son of Maharaj Nanda is incomparable. Nothing is higher than his beauty, and nothing can equal it. His beauty is like waves in an ocean of nectar. This beauty is attractive both for moving and for non-moving objects. Similarly, in the Tantra Shastra, there is another description of the Lord's beauty. I shall relate the supreme meditation upon Lord Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. The tips of the toes of his lotus feet reflect the beauty of the bodies of unlimited millions of cupids, and his bodily luster has never been seen or heard of anywhere. One may also consult Srimad Bhagavatam in this connection. Ei Mata Mahaprabhu Lanya Bhakta Gana Madhyana Parjanta Kaila Sri Mukha Darsana. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees enjoy transcendental bliss upon seeing the face of Jagannath. This continued to midday. You can maybe give the darshan of Mahaprabhu. Sweda Kampa Ashru Jala Bahe Sarvaksana Darsanera Lobhe Prabhu Kore Sambarana. As usual, there were transcendental blissful symptoms in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. He perspired and trembled, and a constant flow of tears fell from his eyes. However, the Lord checked these tears so they would not disturb his seeing the face of the Lord. Madhya Madhya Bogalage Madhya Darasana Bogerasa Madhya Prabhu Karena Kirtana. Their looking at the face of Lord Jagannath was interrupted only when he was offered food. Afterwards, they would again look upon his face. When the food was being offered to the Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his kirtan. Darsana Anande Prabhu Sabepa Srīla Bhaktagana Madhyana Korite Prabhure Langyagela. Feeling such great pleasure upon seeing the face of Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forgot everything. The devotees, however, they took him to his lunch at noontime. Feeling such great pleasure upon seeing the face of Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forgot everything. The devotees, however, took him to his lunch at noontime. Pratakole ratra yatra haveka janiya sevakala gaya boga dviguna kariya. We are in 220. Knowing that the car festival would take place in the morning, all the servants of Lord Jagannath were doubling their offerings of food. Guṇḍicā Madhya-līlā Saṅksepe Kahila Yahadeki Sunipapira Krishna Bhakti Haila. I have briefly described the pastimes of the Lord in washing and cleansing the Guṇḍicā temple. By seeing or hearing these pastimes, even sinful men can awaken their Krishna consciousness. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Pode Yara Asha Caitanya-Caritāmṛta Kohe Kṛṣṇadāsa. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Kṛṣṇadāsa, narrate Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose to the Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta Madhya-līlā, chapter 12, describing the washing and cleansing of the Guṇḍicā temple. Jai Shri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki Jai. Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai. Srila S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. And we continue tomorrow, chapter 13, the ecstatic dancing of the Lord at Ratra Yatra. Jai Shri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki Jai. And we continue the reading of Śrīla and Navadvipa-bhava-taranga by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. It's a special book, as today is the Adivas of the 7-day long festival of the Sri Navadvipa-bhava-taranga, right? So tomorrow will be...
Reading from that platform.
Yes. So tomorrow will be the first day of the parikrama, Sri Navadvipa-bhava-taranga. And that culminates on Friday with Sri Gaur Purnima festival and Sri Jagannath Mishra festival on Saturday. So we are in chapter 2, the nature and dimensions of the Dhām. Yaya Yaya Navadvipe Chandra Sachi Sutta, Yaya Yaya Nityananda, Raya Avaduta. All glories to the son of Sachi, the moon of Navadvip. All glories to Avadut Sri Nityananda Rai. Yaya Yaya Navadvipa Sarvadama Sara, Seda Mera Tattva Varne Sadhya Achekara. All glories to Navadvip, the best of all abodes. Who can describe its glory? Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya vitare, Janavi Sevita Haya Sada Sobhakare. Navadvip-dham shines eternally within Gauda Mandal and is served by Ganga Devi. E Gauda Mandala Eka Vinsati Yojana Madhya-bhage Ganga Devi Rahe Anukshana. Gauda Mandal is 168 miles in circumference. Ganga Devi continuously flows throughout it. Who is doing the garlands? Satadala Padmamaya Mandala Akara. Madhya-bhage Navadvipe Atisobhatara. Gauda Mandal is 100 petals lotus. It's 100-petaled lotus. And at its center is the extremely beautiful Navadvip. Pancha Krosahaya Tara Kesara Adara Parimala Purna Puspa Yoyana Chatvara. In circumference, its world is 10 miles in circumference, and its fragrant bloom is 32 miles. Bahira Papaditara Satadala Haya Ekadika Yoyana Vinsati Vistaraya. Its outer petals form a 100-petal lotus that extends for 168 miles. Mandala Paridhi Haya Sei Parimana Yoyana Saptaka Vyasa Sastrera Vidana. The circumference of Gauda Mandal is that size. The scriptures state that its diameter is 56 miles. Vyasardha Pramana Sardha Tritiya Yoyana Madhya Bindu Haitetara Haive Ganana. Its radius measured from its center point is 28 miles. So we are describing the nature and dimensions of the holy Dhām, Navadvipa-dhama, Gaura Mandal. Madhya Bindu Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya Stala Yogapita Hayataha Chinmaya Vimala. The center of Navadvipa-dhama is the pure spiritual yoga pith. Chintamani Rupahaya Ei Gauda Mandala Chidanandamaya Dhamma Chinmaya Sakala. Sri Gauda Mandal is made of wish-fulfilling gemstone. It is spiritual and joyful. Everything within it is made of spiritual energy. I'm just going to read the translation because it's maybe easier. The water, land, trees, and so on are all spiritual. Krishna's three energies exist there eternally. The Dhām is a manifestation of the Sandhini aspect of the Lord's personal energy. Souls who always reside in Sri Gauda Mandal are the most fortunate souls in this world. The gods living in heaven see that they have beautiful four-armed forms with a cloud-like luster. The residents of the 32 miles of Sri Navadvipa-dhama have a golden luster and are always engaged in chanting the name. From the heavens, Brahma and the other gods worship the residents of Navadvip in various ways. Brahma says, "When will I attain the fortune of becoming a blade of grass in Navadvip and receiving the food dust of the servants of Sri Gauda's feet? Alas, Gaurachandra deceived me and made me the emperor of the universe. When will my entanglement in karma be cut away? When will my heart give up its pride and become pure? When will my mentality of being a master be destroyed? When will I become a pure servant and attain the shelter of Sri Gauda's feet?" The gods, sages, and Rudras live throughout Navadvip eternally. They spend their lives performing austerities for long periods, but they do not receive the mercy of Nityananda. As long as their identification with the body does not go away and humility does not appear within their hearts, even Brahma and Shiva do not attain the wealth of Gaura and Nitai's mercy, although they strive for it. All these points will be described ahead. Brother, faithfully and carefully listen. Brother, give up argument in these matters. Inappropriate arguments is very inauspicious. The pastime of Sri Chaitanya are a deep ocean. Argument over them, like a banana flower's husk, is simply troublesome. I'm going to read this again. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya are a deep ocean. Argument over them, like a banana flower husk, is simply troublesome. The endeavor of those who want to cross over this world by argument is fruitless. Such persons do not attain anything. Those who forego argument and follow the sadhus and scriptures quickly attain Sri Chaitanya. The Shrutis, Smritis, and Tantras always sing the glories of Nadia on the order of Nityananda Prabhu. Read all these scriptures and honor the words of the sadhus, then you will understand Navadvip. During the age of Kali, all the holy places are very weak. Only Navadvip is greatly powerful. By the will of the Lord, this holy place was unmanifest for a long time, and its greatness was not revealed. When the influence of Kali is strongly increased, the other holy places naturally become powerless. The Supreme Lord reflected on this and made an arrangement for the welfare of all souls. Understanding a patient's disease, a good doctor prescribes medicine. For a strong disease, he gives a strong medicine. The age of Kali has become severe, and the disease of the souls has become serious. Without strong medicine, I cannot check it. If I do not reveal the abode, name, and form that I have kept completely hidden, then how will the souls be delivered? The souls are my servants, and I am their master. If I do not deliver them, then they will never be delivered. Thinking thus, Sri Chaitanya appeared with his name, his abode, and his servants. This promise of the Lord is eternal. I will deliver all souls and end their suffering. In this appearance, I will distribute throughout the world wealth that is difficult for even Brahma to attain, and I will not consider who is fit or unfit. I will see how Kali devastates the souls, and I will reveal Navadvipa-dhama. In the Dhām, I will break Kali's poisonous fangs, perform kirtan, and collect the souls. Kali will be subdued to the extent that my name is chanted. Deciding this, Gaurahari revealed Navadvipa by his own power at the beginning of Kali Yuga. Gaurachandra held back Maya's darkness and revealed his eternal pastimes in the land of Gauda. I do not see anyone in the world during the age of Kali as unfortunate, pitiable, and fallen as someone who does not serve such a merciful Lord and rejects such an inconceivable abode. Therefore, brother, give up all other desires and attachments and devote yourself exclusively to Navadvipa-dhama. Bhakti Vinod, whose aspiration is the shade of Janava and Nitai's feet, reveals the glories of Nadya. Thus ends chapter 2, which is the nature and dimensions of the Dhām. And the next is the chapter 3, instructions for circumambulating the Dhām. Jai Śrī Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya ki jai, Śrī Navadvipa-bhava-taranga ki jai, Srila Bhakti Yoga Thakur ki jai.
Program starts tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow is the beginning of Navadvipa-dhama parikrama. Śrī Navadvipa-dhama ki jai. Today's Adivas.
And in some places it's on Ekadasi, no?
Yes,
Tomorrow is Ekadasi. It's the first day of parikrama. Is Ekadasi, always.
But why in India they are doing parikrama today?
Today is not the parikrama. Today is the day before the festival begins. The 7-day long festival. Yeah? It's like the day before a big festival is Adivas.
It's a festival as well.
Yeah, it's like preparation. Everything gets ready for the festival. The devotees are busily engaged in seva. That's the Adivas. You want to sing Hariharaji? ¿Quieres tú?
Kavirāja nama Krishna Yadavaya namaha.
Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Kesavaya namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Kesavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohana.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha.
Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha.
Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunatha.
Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunatha.
Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhana.
Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhana.
Janha Hoite Vignana Savisa Purana.
Jaha Hoite Vignana Savisa Purana.
Jai Gosai Ja Mohitaro Dasa.
Jai Gosai Yara Mohitara Dasa.
Sabara Padare Numura Panchagrasa.
Savara Pavareno Mora Guru Gauranga Sundarara Giridhar Yuki Jai Vipashala Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Vipashala Bhakti Roka Pusya Deva Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Vipashala Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Jai Shri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta Ki Jai Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu Ki Jai Srila Bhakti Yoga Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai Shri Navadvipa-dhama Ki Jai Shri Caitanya-Saraswat Math Ki Jai Shri Caitanya-Saraswat Math London Chapter Ki Jai Shri Caitanya-Saraswat Math Acharya Brinda Ki Jai Shri Navadvipa-dhama Adivas Parikrama Ki Jai Jai Shri Navadvipa-dhama Ki Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtan Ki Jai Anati Koti Vaisya Brinda Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai and Dandava Pranam to all the devotees worldwide Ki Jai Shri Harinama Sankirtan Ki Jai Gaur Premanande